Welcome back to another weekly reset in Destiny 2. We have a great week, so don't miss any of this information. This is the final week of Pantheon, and it is going away after this weekly reset. So jump in there if you're chasing the titles, rewards, or any of the emblems. There's a few other bonuses that we have for the final week before the final shape launches, and I want to mention them right off the rip. We have double shiny weapon drop chance starting now for the last week. This will happen all the way up until the launch of the final shape, so make sure you play Onslaught and spend all of your tokens for those shiny gold rolls. As like always, we also have double Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit rank points, so if you're missing out on a few more levels or a couple more engrams, you have double reputation gains for those 3 ritual vendors. Now, jumping back over to the normal stuff, don't forget to swing by Raoul in the tower and buy your weekly Ascendant alloy. These are very important to get those enhanced weapon perks when crafting, and with all of the brave weapons being enhanceable come the final shape, you're going to need all the alloys you can get. Not to mention, make sure you spend all of your legendary shards this week, Guardians. They are going away forever. Buy your rally banners, buy your glimmer, do whatever you have to do, just spend all of those legendary shards. This week's featured raid is King's Fall. There's some very decent gear from this raid. However, since this is the last week before the final shape, I definitely wouldn't be wasting too much time inside of the King's Fall raid. I would just focus on doing Pantheon week 2, and you can buy all of the rewards from there. The main weapon that you want is definitely the Zali's Bane with incandescent and explosive payload. The featured dungeon on this reset is the Grasp of Avarice. There's not too many guns from here, however, this is the best way to farm high stat Artifice Armor from the final boss on Master difficulty. So if you're still chasing some decent Artifice Armor for those triple 100 builds, jump into Grasp of Avarice and farm the final boss for Artifice Armor. Moving over into the exotic mission rotator, we have Vox Obscura. The explosive personality is a great gun, being one of the only solar waveframe grenade launchers in the entire game. The Dead Messenger is the exotic from this mission, so it's pretty good, and I would recommend at least getting it. As of this season, we also have Warlord's Ruin being the newest dungeon, so you can get in there and get loot from it every single week. Try to do the final boss at least once for the chance at the exotic Buried Bloodline, and of course don't forget to keep farming your Indebted Kindness with Vault Shot, one of the best rocket sidearms in the entire game. The same thing goes for Crota's End, so jump in there and at least do the final boss to buy your red border weapon from the vendor at the end. Don't forget to swing by the helm and purchase your free weekly red border from Riven if you haven't already done this, because you want to get these weapons crafted before the final shape. And of course, continue doing all of your daily red border missions from the helm to finish off those last few red borders that you may or may not have. Once you finish up in the helm, swing by the tower and do all of the weekly pinnacle rewards from the 3 vendors, these being Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit. This will reward you with some bright dust, and I know it's not a lot, but it will all add up by the end of the season if you do them every single week. Also, don't forget to do your 9 ritual playlist activities for your 3 exotic engrams per character. Store these in your inventory or your postmaster to decrypt next season, and of course get your new exotic early. This week's Grandmaster Nightfall is rewarding the Uzum RR4 Sniper. Personally, I won't be wasting much time grinding for this weapon, as there is much better weapons to farm before the final shape. However, I would still recommend doing Grandmaster Nightfalls since it's double reputation gains, and you can use the engrams to buy other weapons that you may want. Don't forget to grab your free Bright Dust package from the store tab, and as always, to wrap the list up, head over to Neomuna and do some Vex incursion zones if you're missing out on any other exotics on any of your characters. Anyway, Guardians, that will wrap the video up there. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, comment down below, and all that other fun stuff. I hope you Guardians take full advantage of this weekend Destiny 2, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.